Okay, I'm back and I will talk about what it's like to have two under two. Now, before I had Lauren, I had no idea what it was going to be like. I had never had two little ones at the same time because my older daughter grew up basically an only child. And I didn't have a game plan. I didn't know what the schedule would be like. I had no clue. As a matter of fact, when I was about to get discharged from the hospital, I was telling one of the nurses, I said, we're just going to go home and go to it. I have no idea what to expect. I really regret not maybe researching or getting some opinions on what to do with a toddler and a newborn. As far as scheduling goes, yeah, I really wish that I would have kind of researched it a little bit. It has been, well, the first couple weeks, mad chaos. First of all, okay, we'll start with Lauren. Lauren is up every hour, every 2 hours, around the clock, day and night. She doesn't care. It's not like she has her days and nights mixed up. She's just up all the time. London is very busy, active, always on the go. So it's difficult to, have a newborn in your arms and then, or trying to breastfeed and then dealing with a toddler who's used to all the attention. Thank goodness my husband was able to take a maternity leave with me, which he goes back to work next week. I don't know what I'm going to do when he goes back to work. So basically for the first couple of weeks, even now, I sleep in the spare room, my older daughter's old room, with the newborn London, and my husband sleeps in our room I sleep with Lauren. My husband sleeps with London in the other room. We haven't figured out a way to change that as of yet because one wakes up the other. Either London is loud or Lauren is loud and they're waking up each other. So if you guys have two under two or had two under two, what were your sleeping arrangements? What did you do? How did you fix that? Because, we obviously don't want to keep going the way that we're going, but if I were to try to bring London in with me, then she wouldn't get any sleep because I'm barely getting any sleep. London still wakes up at least, well, only once a night. She wakes up once a night for a bottle. If she didn't wake up at all, then obviously we could probably all be in the same room, but she still wakes up once a night. So yeah, so that's nighttime. That's what we're doing in the nighttime. In the daytime, thank goodness for daycare still. So London still goes to daycare like 3 times a week. Not just to give me a break, but also to keep her used to that schedule, because I didn't want to go back from maternity leave in 3 months, go to drop her off, and then her freak out because she'd been gone so long. So she still does do daycare part-time while I'm on maternity leave, which was the plan from the beginning, even before Lauren was born. But when she's here, my husband is here, so it's not too bad because I'm breastfeeding. He can, take care of her. But like I said, he's going to be gone soon, so I'm going to be kind of, I feel like, thrown to the wolves. But, I will definitely figure it out. I'll make it work. I've only been out with them, the two of them, one time just to run a quick errand. So it wasn't bad because I just needed to get one thing from the store. I ended up going to 2 stores to find it, and it wasn't terrible. But I cannot imagine like taking both of them on a grocery run or any kind of like long shopping run by myself because yeah, I can't even imagine that. London still, she rides in the cart. Like let's say we go to Walmart or the grocery store, she still rides in the front of the cart, but usually halfway through the shopping trip, she wants out of the cart, either to walk on her own, which means take off in the store, or for me to carry her. So yeah, that would be difficult because even if I'm wearing Lauren in a carrier, I still have to chase London or still have to carry London, or well, you guys know where I'm going. If you have 2 little ones and you know what I'm talking about. So I'm in desperate need of advice. If any of you guys know anybody or if you can direct me to another YouTuber that's talked about this before, because I need to definitely get ready for next week. Next Monday, he's going back to work. As for me returning to work, I think the beginning of January. I'm trying to save a little bit of my maternity leave because my mom and sisters and brother are coming in February. So I'm trying to save at least, I would love to save 2 weeks from my maternity leave, which would put me back to work at the beginning of January. If I don't end up getting to save those 2 weeks, then they'll put me back to work in like the end of January. So, but I need to save at least 1 week. It's just my husband's a little nervous about me leaving Lauren so soon. London was home with me until she was 4 months old. I actually took an extra month of maternity leave because I had a hard time leaving her. But we can't even afford for me to do that again. I shouldn't have done it at that time. That was like killed us financially. So I'm really going to have to get back to work on time this time. I just kind of debating, do I want to save 1 week or 2 weeks for when my family comes to visit. But yeah, you guys, that's how I'm holding up with my 2 under 2. Lauren is actually asleep right now, and London is at daycare, so that's why it's quiet. If they're both here, it would be like probably impossible. That's why I've been so late getting the video up, because it just, where do you get the time? I mean, the YouTubers that do, the mommy bloggers that do their videos having a bunch of little ones, I don't know how they do it. They probably edit the crap out of their videos because there's just no way. There's just no way. Okay, I've already done the birth story. If you guys want to go back and watch that, there also is a little clip I posted not too long ago where London actually meets Lauren for the first time. That's back there if you want to see that. Okay, guys, got interrupted real quick. Oh my goodness, look at me. Look, I have 202 and I don't even have time for my eyebrows. My poor sad face. Anyway, I wanted to mention how London is doing. When she first met the baby, she was okay. She's pretty surprised. As a matter of fact, I thought that maybe she thought the baby was a doll and like not real, because that's how she treated her. As time went on, though, I'll put it like this. She's okay with when I'm taking care of the baby, if I'm breastfeeding, if I'm changing diapers, if I'm holding her. But if her dad deals with the baby at all, she has a fit. She's really jealous of that relationship. I'm not sure why that is, but yeah, it's just her dad when he comes near her. So he kind of has to hold them both at the same time, or when he says anything to Lauren, he has to turn around and say the same thing to London, because London looks, she's like, you just talk to her, now talk to me, so he's trying to juggle both of them. But she doesn't seem to react at all if I'm dealing with the baby. She, for the most part, ignores her. She does her own thing. She'll come give her a kiss on the head or hold her hand, but seconds later, she's off doing her own thing, and that's that. She really doesn't pay any attention to her at all. Even when she's crying, she seems as if she doesn't hear it. So I guess that's pretty normal for a toddler. I'm not sure, but she's doing okay. The baby's really small now, so I think London, that might be why she's not interested, because the baby can't do anything and she can't talk, she can't play with her, so she's just not interested. One day I was showing Lauren a toy just to watch her, see if her eyes followed the toy, and it was one of London's toys, of course, and London comes over and snatches the toy from me, and she was very upset that I had her toy and I was showing the baby. So that's all stuff we have to work on in the future. But for the most part, she's doing okay. She's doing okay. She did act out some. We did notice like her behavior, more tantrums, more hitting, things like that. Not hitting the baby, but hitting us or hitting other little kids at daycare. I have noticed that in the beginning, she kind of regressed a little bit, but hopefully it will get better soon. Okay guys, I think that's about it for 2 under 2. Send me your advice if you have any, or direct me to YouTubers that maybe have talked about this topic before so I can see their videos. And if you have any questions, leave them below. Thanks, bye. Thank you so much for watching. Friend me on Facebook, follow me on Instagram, and if you haven't already, subscribe. Yeah, tell him, London.